Everyone to Your Comments Matters. I'm your host, Minister Love, where we're bringing to you season 26, episode 22 for Church News. Well, today in Church News, we have the YouTube channel called Smart Christians Channel. Wow, what a name, huh? Smart Christians. I'm sure many of you are familiar with this familiar face, Corey. And Corey's video today is titled Questioning My Church. Now, you know, if anything, this going to make church news. This going to make church news. All right. And the title of what they're going into is about the real reason I'm questioning this church. When this aired, this got over 1,000 views. So I'm sure those of you that saw this, your views, I saw them, and your comments matter. That's why you're on the show today. So you don't want to miss any of the show today because your comment might just be on the show here today. Well, with that being said, let's get into the video. And right after the video, we're going to get into your comments. Take a look.
Yeah, what?
I had something that was just like bothering me.
Okay.
So I finally found a church. Like I had been for a long time trying to get into a church to fellowship and have that. So I finally found one. Maybe I went, I guess, like over the last 2 weeks or so. So then come to find out, this past Sunday, the wife led the sermon. She's titled pastor. She's the co-pastor. So now I'm like, well, wait a minute. The whole thing about the women not being permitted to teach a man and usurp authority over a man. So now I'm just like, oh my goodness, that just had been bothering me because I'm like, everything was all good. And it's like, now that this happened, then I need to leave this church or not become a member or anything. And then I was wondering about, so then I start thinking like, okay, well, what about, 1 Corinthians, what does that mean when, because I had talked with someone and they had brought that up about the whole, when he's talking about a woman being covered, like, does that have anything to do with a wife being able to co-pastor in a church under her, as long as like under her husband? Like, does that have anything to do with that? Or is it just one of those things like, absolutely, this is not a place to be because the wife is co-pastoring and she's having the title pastor?
No, it doesn't cover that. A couple things. One, if it did, then it would be nullifying passages where she cannot have authority over a man or teach over a man. You don't get to teach over a man because some other man gave you permission to teach over a man, or to lead a man because another man gave you permission to lead over a man. We don't see this. Now, we can see husband and wife teams in the Bible, but none of those husband and wife teams were actually in leadership offices. We see Priscilla and Aquila, but the Bible doesn't say that they were actually leaders. The Bible says the church met in their home, but that's it. But you can meet in someone's home. There's other people who met in other people's homes, and they were, as a matter of fact, they met in Luke's home. I mean, not Luke's home. John Mark's home, at his mother's home. She wasn't a leader in the church. He was, So was it John Mark? I'm thinking it was John Mark or was it Luke? I can't remember. My mind is blanking a little bit. But because you meet in that person's home does not mean that they are a leader. It just meant that they opened their doors and they were in their home. The church was growing, and we needed a place to go to. So in terms of having her as a co-pastor, that's not biblical. What it really is, and by the way, there are churches that are nice, churches that seem like nice churches. They've got other ministries that seem nice. They got things for the kids. They got things for the women. They got things for the men. They got a nice nursery. The church is clean. They've got all these other things, whatever. Any of those things, none of those things can help nullify a clear directive from the Bible.
Right.
And unfortunately, there are a lot of, I've seen some churches like everything other than this or that, everything otherwise is nice. But that's exactly what the enemy wants. I'm not saying that these people are unsafe. That's not what I'm saying. But That's exactly what the enemy wants everything else to be nice. There are people in the alphabet community who are nice people, otherwise wonderful people. There are atheists who are nice people. Just you're a nice person, still going to hell, but you're a sweet person. Okay, so what does that do? Um, there are people who can hurt you. They don't mean to, but what they put you into can hurt you. So someone invites you into another religion, Mormonism. Nice people. Mormons sometimes are some of the nicest people. Now, there's some mean ones as well, don't get me wrong. But because this church is a nice church, they seem friendly, they're family oriented, what have you, it still can't nullify that. And so when you have this blatant rebellion in the church, then that's a reason to leave. Now, some things that I disagree with, I wouldn't leave because of.
Okay, everyone, we're going to stop it right there because this is like a 9-minute video. And so I'm just giving you a portion of it, but I'm sure you're familiar with Corey. You're familiar with Smart Christian's channel. You can go and watch the full video there. But you can see the concern that this young lady had about, she thought she had found the church of her dreams, basically, right? And she goes in there, and then the first lady of the church, now she's like pastoring, she's giving a sermon. She's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? I thought women couldn't be, pastors of the church and stuff. And so now she got questions now about this. So we now got your comments about this as well, right? So we're going to get over into the comments and we're going to check out to see what you had to say. All right, let's take a look at our very first commenter. Hello there, Rick Sonora says, bad fruits grow from bad roots. When the fruit of one branch is bad, the fruit of other branches eventually turns bad too. If you see something like this lady did, watch out. As you get deeper into the church or movement, you will start finding other things going wrong. A little leaven leavens the whole lump. Ooh, Rick Sonora, you know your comment mattered. All right, though. Although you got one thumbs up on that. So he's saying what this lady saw, is a little leaven there is going to spoil the whole thing. All right, then. Let's take a look at another commenter. This one is coming from Leslie Lady Hawk. Hello there, Leslie says, I would leave for someone speaking in tongues equal, babbling. She got one thumbs up on that. I guess, Leslie, you're saying that you ain't going to leave because a woman is preaching. But if they get up there and start speaking in tongues, then you gone, huh? Leslie, you know your comment mattered. All right. Here it is, y'all. This is one y'all been waiting for. This is the comment right here. Take a look at this one, y'all. Dwaynejohnson says, there are absolutely no women preachers at all. I mean, he got that in all caps too. Okay. Dwayne, you didn't get no thumbs up on that one. At least it's not yet. Woo! He said not at all. No. Paula White, girl, you out of business. Joyce Meyer, you out of business. Woo! You better say it. That's why your comments matters. All right. All right, then. Let's take a look at Let's take a look. You know what? I got to give you the last two. Take a look at Robert. Robert D says, hello there, Robert. Robert says, we should be led by the Holy Spirit, not man or social media. A YouTube channel should not be giving you directives on what church to follow. Oh, what you say? Ooh, Robert, you didn't get no thumbs up on that one, but you sure got a reply from Be Smart Christian channel. I should have got that one, huh? I'm going to have to start getting the replies on these. Oh, my goodness. I bet the replies is just as good as the comment. Oh, God. All right, then, everyone. Oh, Robert, your comment mattered. All right, this is so good. We got time for one more commenter. All right. It might just be you. This one is coming from Ellis Williams. Hello there, Ellis says, She's not a pastor, and neither is he. Only a member of the Church of Christ can be a pastor, which is an elder, not a preacher. Woo, Ellis. Now, you didn't get no thumbs up on that one. You didn't get no thumbs up on that one. But Ellis said, she ain't no pastor. Ellis was like Dwayne Johnson, right? Dwayne said, absolutely no women preachers at all. And then Ellis says, no, you got to be an elder before you can be a pastor. You better make your comment known. All right, then, everyone, that's going to do it for your comments on this video talking about questioning my church. All right, want to remind everyone, remember to go and be a subscriber at the Bible Talk Show. Sister Sandra and I are doing a wonderful series talking about the what ifs in life. Take a look at this what if coming out of 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 3 says, if indeed you have tasted that the Lord is gracious. Oh my goodness. Have you made the choice to taste that the Lord is gracious? Ooh, the choice is yours. You know, that's the condition. You make the choice. Now you got to suffer the consequences. That's what it means about the what ifs. Oh my goodness. Well, we surely are tasting that the Lord is gracious right over there at the Bible Talk Show. Go and check us out, Sister Sandra and I, and become a subscriber today. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for us here. I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to Your Comments Matter YouTube channel where you're getting the church news. See you next video.